Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Chris Davis, and today we're going to do a manga review, Dragon Ball Super, Chapter 96, Saiyaman on the Scene. So, with this chapter, this is when Cell Max awakens, and overall, I liked it. I liked this chapter. It was really good. I have one big problem with it. You probably saw in the thumbnail. But we'll talk about that later on in the chapter review. But right now, let's just get into it. So, Bulma is confronting Trunks about Dr. Hedo, and Trunks and Goten had their own adventure with Dr. Hedo, and Bulma's basically asking him, "Hey, why didn't you tell me about this sooner?" And Trunks' response is that she wouldn't have believed them. Um, I don't know if I like his explanation. I don't think I may have liked maybe Bulma's response to Trunks' explanation. I mean, the point I'm trying to make here is a lot of weird things happen in Dragon Ball, so I don't think it would have been I don't think it'd have been impossible that Trunks could have told her the truth, what was going on, and she would have believed it. I think probably more of what it was is he didn't tell her because he wasn't supposed to be doing that anyway. Like Trunks and Goten when they were the Great Saiyamen X1 and 2, the cleanup heroes. They were pretty much keeping that a secret because if any of their parents found out, they would try to stop them, especially Chi Chi. But I think a better response would have been like, "You would have stopped us," and then Doctor Hedo would have kept doing what he was doing. I think that would have been a better response. Anyway, she tells them they're gonna go help out Piccolo, and she asks them if they can sense his ki. And this is shocking to me right here. Goten and Trunks, it looks like they don't know how to sense ki. I mean, how can you guys be Super Saiyan level and you don't know how to like sense ki? I mean, like really, right now you guys are making like Gohan look like a professional like fighter right now, and that's not like a good thing. Like you guys aren't able to do the most basic, simplest thing in Dragon Ball, sensing ki where it is, and it's not like Piccolo suppressing it either. We get on later on in this chapter, you're gonna see that I can go ahead and say it now because we saw it at the end of chapter 95, Orange Piccolo. So it's not like he's hiding it. They should be able to pick up his key just like that, and now they're not able to find it. I mean, Vegeta is gonna have to whip Trunks into shape, and Goku's gonna have to whip Goten into shape because that's embarrassing right there. All right, again, we see Orange Piccolo. Um, First, Bulma's gonna call Krillin, and he's gonna ask 18. She's gonna ask 18 to come along, but 18's coming along anyway. Anyway, here's Orange Piccolo. Again, not hiding his key at all. Goten and Trunks should be able to sense this. Gamma number two tries to beat up Orange Piccolo by punching him in the solar plexus, his stomach. It does nothing. He cocks his arm not all the way back, but he cocks it back and he slams right into Gamma number two. And then I think this is Magenta. Yeah, Magenta. He orders his soldiers to spray Piccolo. So just spray a bunch of bullets into him. It does nothing, obviously. Um, then Magenta runs away, and he's gonna go unlock Cell Max. But here comes Pan. She's beating up these shoulders, and these soldiers, and she's coming after Magenta. But then Carmine shows up. He tries to shoot her with bullets, but that's the last straw with the Gammas. They know which side is good and which side is evil now. And the Gammas take Piccolo's side, Piccolo and Gohan's side. Pan beats up Carmine, kicking him in the face and then punching him, and then he is down. Piccolo tells Gohan to stop fighting and that everything's good now. We go here to Magenta and Dr. Hedo, and Magenta's gonna release Cell Max. Dr. Hedo is trying to stop him. Uh, Dr. Hedo eventually releases Hachimaru, like in the movie, and he takes out Magenta, but not before Magenta releases Cell Max. Now, now when the battle seems to be over, uh, we see Bulma, Trunks, Goten, and Krillin and 18 are here. And then we see Goten. He's squinting his eyes. He's like, "Is that you, Goten?" Okay, so here's where I go on my tangent. With Gohan, like, how is it that he's not able to see like who Goten is? Like, how is that possible? I mean, and then he does the same thing when he meets Krillin, when he sees Krillin again. He's like, who are you? I mean, you're not able to see who these people, you're not able to tell who these people are. They're not even far away, but you can't make them out. It's just frustrating because it's reemphasizing this thing with Gohan to where he'd rather study more than like train in his like martial arts, and he's a scholar, not a fighter. And this like gag or like thing that's been going on with Gohan, it's been going on and needs to stop. We get it that he's not a fighter like Goku, but he should understand by now that the world is not always going to stay saved, and you always have to be ready in order to fight. You can't train when a bad guy is right there because it's too late. You have to be ready for the next threat. And just him squinting all the time, not all the time, but him squinting with Krillin and with Goten, it irritates me because it's reemphasizing this thing that he's a scholar, not a fighter, and uh, apparently he has bad eyesight unless he's fighting. But I just want you guys to understand it just really irritates me because him squinting, not able to make things out, just reemphasize that he'd rather study more than fight, and it's a nerd thing. It's a really nerdy thing. Oh, I can't see without my glasses. It's just a very nerdy thing, and that's what kind of irritates me because it goes just reemphasizes that whole issue with Gohan that he gets strong and then the next arc he's weak. Uh, he gets strong again and the next arc he's weak. Why can't you just stay strong? After the Dragon Ball Super superhero arc, I don't want Gohan to fall back into the same hole. Okay, Earth is saved. Let's go back and study now. Okay, you can study, but please take some time out to train so you are not rusty with your fighting skills. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox. Uh, so, Cell Max has been released from his containment unit, and there it is, Cell Max, just like in the film. And then he's coming out and he's heading towards the rest of the Super Warriors or Z Fighters or whatever. Gamma 1 and 2 race to help Dr. Hedo as he tries to escape from Cell Max. They try to fight him, and then Piccolo passes Gohan a sensu bean, and Gohan drops it, and he mentions that he can't see without his glasses, which really irritates me because, like I said earlier, it re-emphasizes that nerdy behavior, but it also kind of reminds me of the Blue arc when Goku asked him the Patara earrings and he dropped. So just stop with the nerdy behavior. Okay. Anyway, we see Goten and Trunks. They turn into their Saiyaman X1 and 2 costumes. See Gohan's reaction. Um, he looks, I don't know if I'm saying the right emotion, I guess. Perplexed, and Bulma is just thinks the whole thing's stupid. Pan thinks it's cool, and then that's where the chapter ends. So overall, great chapter. I liked it. I liked how we got Orange Piccolo. Really hope after this arc, Gohan can just stay relevant. He's not weak again, and it's not just Goku, Vegeta. We can have Piccolo, Gohan, do something too, and yeah, at least those two. Um, but overall, great chapter. I still think Goku and Vegeta need to whip Goten and Trunks into shape because they couldn't even sense Piccolo's key, and he was powering up to Orange Piccolo. But with that being said, that's all we have for today. If you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends. Also, let me know what you thought of this chapter in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time. Later.